A new tribe has emerged. We are now Northern Igbos. Igbos in Northern Nigeria. Mr. Joe Igbokwe took to his verified Facebook profile to share the photo of the leader of the new tribe that has emerged in Nigeria, and that is the Northern Igbos. The video was recorded by the popular TVC News Television in Kaduna, where some group of Igbos who had lived in the northern part of Nigeria came out to declare that they are now Northern Igbos. What this now means is that they may not be willing to relocate no matter the circumstance, as they have established themselves in these areas, especially in Kaduna, the report says. All right. Every Nigerian should work together to ensure peace so that anyone can be free to live and do business in any part of Nigeria without fear. This is just really confusing. What? It's fine if you detest or you're against, Nigeria separating, and you take into account the fact that people might have lived their lives and built whatever they have in northern Nigeria, but then you can't just be Northern Igbos. I mean, you know what? If it's a prerogative, if that's what they want to do, that is really their business, to be honest. But I think that even if succession was to happen, you can be an Igbo person living in the northern part of Nigeria. I think we all have this idea that if we should separate, then we're all going to beef each other. We're not all going to talk to each other. We're not going to trade. We're going to have some sort of unsettled tension, which is just very childish. So yeah, you can be an Igbo person, but then you can live in future northern Nigeria as like an immigrant, or you can apply for citizenship there on the grounds and basis that you have built your life there for so amount of years. This is the business you've done, and I think that kind of work in a way. Again, things are really not that complicated, and I think that this is my assumption is that this new tribe is just birthed as a result of panic. But then again, I think that, to be honest, no matter the role or the road that we choose to go as Nigerians, I think we're just gonna have to deal with it and fix any issue and make things work and be cordial together. I think if we have to be separated or be one, it would require that we are all united anyway. And let's just be growing about this thing. Like, there's literally no point trying to make it seem like as if it's a whole division. Again, the government has have convinced us that we are the problem. I mean, to be honest, yes, we have to take responsibility in certain aspects of how we behave. However, in situations where, the government tries, or in situations where the government actually is meant to take responsibility because that is their job to do so and give or provide certain things, they don't do that. And then we then turn to each other. And of course, that division allows for them to even have more control of us because we're so divided. And then that would instill fear. And then all of a sudden, it just gets very messy because we're all divided. So again, this Northern Igbos, I don't know how that can work. Doesn't really make sense. I think when you say Northern Igbos, we're just looking at ethnicity. It's a different thing if you were mixed with Fulani and Igbo person. And then I would say, okay, fine, you're a Northern Igbo. But if you're still Igbo anyway, you just live in the northern part of Nigeria. Like, I don't understand. They're making this like as if it's this kind of force or we're gonna resist. It's really not that deep. I don't know why we're getting that. It's not that deep. If we wanted to separate, as I said before, you can live in northern Nigeria being Igbo as an immigrant. And if you want to apply for citizenship there on the grounds and basis that you've built your life for, let's say, for a certain amount of years, that is absolutely fine. Again, I think if we're to separate, we should understand that it's going to be a tough transition, but we have to take into account the fact that, people can't just go back. People have lived and, made their bases in different places. It just is what it is. Someone says, this fool called Joe Igbokwe, are you not ashamed of yourself? Somebody says, Joe Ibrahim Igbokwe, oh, you will try everything to make us change our minds, but it can't work. You run away from Igbo land because of Bakassi boys and because you're a notorious criminal. All right. Northern Igbos as a tribe is a new development for national integration. Well, could be. There are several tribes in Nigeria who are found and part of other states and live outside the country. I think honestly, getting into this ethnic talk and where you come from, and then it's just so complicated. I think the colonizers of Africa have made it complicated enough by just colonizing and then drawing lines and assuming that, okay, fine, this country is this, you are this, and they give us a whole new name. To me, it doesn't make sense. And I think that's already confusing enough. And then within our country, with the way the states are divided, it still in some way does not make sense, because then some tribes are mixed with other tribes in one state, and it's just a whole jumble of mess, you know. So again, I just think that, okay, fine, we're already so confused as to what state is the dominant tribe in this state, or it's just so confusing. There's literally no point. Why is it a Northern Igbo development? No one asked. No one asked. No one is forcing you to leave Northern Nigeria. I mean, to be honest, even if there was to be a change, if we're going to be sensible about things, it can't just be as rigid, and the government will expect everyone to just, change. There has to be some sort of ease in transitioning, and of course making things easier for ourselves. There's no point, because with the way things are going, if we're to separate it's just so likely that we're just gonna have tension within one another, which is very, I don't know what kind of word to use that'd be appropriate, but it's just childish and foolish. Yeah, very foolish. But then again, human pride, all that. And this is what it is. Somebody says, you can claim to be Sahara Igbo or Jungoroma Igbo or Northern Igbo. Note this: we will never allow any claim to Eastern Fulani or Western Fulani or Southern Fulani. No Fulani belongs to the East, West, or Southern Nigeria generally. In case they paid you to clear the way for such stupid arrogations, okay, you and your sponsors are wasting your precious time. Somebody says it could be an attempt for a national integration, in which they might just use tactics to make it seem, or just try to convince people that separation is not the best thing and may not benefit all of us as much. Which, okay, I can actually understand that to an extent. However, it's just like, please. Right now, we are still Nigeria, okay? Therefore, the government owes every Nigerian the work and the effort to make sure that we're safe in the meantime, and do their responsibility is as simple as that. So yeah, I think before we even get into the conversation of separating, let's deal with what we have right now. We have a government. We are one Nigeria. Let's hold them to account and apply pressure so they do the right thing. Put what I think, and don't forget to like and subscribe.